Hari Om. Hari Om. Welcome to Dharma Kshetra Gita Study Circle. Let us start with the prayer. Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishthaya Namo Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So we are in chapter 14, which is Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, and we discussed a few things about it also. And we started with shloka number 4, which we can recall again right now. We can all chant and recall what it means to us. Yes. Sarva-yoniṣhu kaunteya mūrtayaḥ sambhavanti tāsāṁ brahma mahad yonir ahaṁ bīja-pradaḥ pitā. People can chant.
sarva-yoniṣhu kaunteya mūrtayaḥ sambhavanti tāsāṁ brahma mahad yonir ahaṁ bīja-pradaḥ pitā.
Sambhavanti correct.
sarva-yoniṣhu kaunteya mūrtayaḥ sambhavanti tāsāṁ brahma mahad yonir ahaṁ bīja-pradaḥ pitā.
Very nice.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिः अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
Yes.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिः अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
One small request to all of you. Can you please switch on the video? I am not able to know who it is. This is a small request from me.
I second that request. Meanwhile, Kamala, can you chant?
Yeah. सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिः अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
Lovely. Padmaja, Idira? Chandra? ನೀವು mute ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಯಾಕೋ?
ಅಮ್ಮ ಓದ್ದೆ ನಾನು.
Second she chanted.
Very nice. Sorry. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿದಿ? ಪದ್ಮಜ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಶ್ವೇತಾ? ಶ್ವೇತಾ ಒಡೆಯರ್.
Yes.
ಸರ್ವಯೋನಿಷು ಕೌಂತೆಯ
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
ಮೂರ್ತಯಃ
मूर्तयः
ಸಂಭವಂತಿ ಯಾಃ
सम्भवन्ति याः
tāsāṁ
tāsāṁ
brahma mahad yonihi
mahad yonihi
ahaṁ bīja-pradaḥ pitā.
bīja-pradaḥ pitā.
Padma was there. I don't know where she has gone now. Jayashri Prasad, agata?
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ಯಾರಿಗಾರು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳು.
Padmaja, are you free? Or are you somewhere else? Traveling on top of a bus, perhaps. Okay. So, all of us, let us share at least one line of what we understand about this shloka. It is pretty simple. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, sarva-yoniṣhu, of all the species of life that are produced, the material nature is the yum. Mahad yoni, tāsāṁ brahma is mahad yonihi, and I am the seed-giving father. Ahaṁ bīja-pradaḥ. Simple. So, what is the implication of this shloka? All of us will share. It is not what you call.
I'll recite now.
Yes, please. Madama.
sarva-yoniṣhu kaunteya mūrtayaḥ sambhavanti tāsāṁ brahma mahad yonir ahaṁ bīja-pradaḥ pitā.
Correct.
Okay.
So, idರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ one line ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ.
84 lakh yonis are there.
Yes, Nirmala, go. And next Chandra, ಹೇಳಿಪ್ಪ.
84 lakh yonis are there in the world.
Yep.
And for all the yonis, those are the uteruses. There is only one father. That is that Brahman.
Brahma. Only one womb, only one seed, only one X chromosome, only one Y and one X. We think we are several. No? Correct.
No.
No.
There is only one Y.
Y. There is only one Y. The
But
X is what? X is what?
X is that Prakriti.
Appearance. Yeah.
Prakriti is many.
Correct.
There is only one Y.
Yes.
One daddy.
One daddy.
So many mummies.
That mahad yoni, she is also only one only. She is the mahad yoni. She is the ultimate yoni in which all the little yonis are appearing. Correct. Amele, who else wants to share? Anything more, Nirmala? Chandra, Helipa?
Amma, Prakriti is the mother and Paramatma is the father for men and gods. And every form that is born anywhere in the universe, the Lord is the father who gives life and Prakriti is the mother who bears the progeny in her womb.
Ashte. Correct. So, Mata cha Parvati Devi, Pitā Devo Maheshwaraha. Bandava Shiva Bhaktascha. Therefore, all of us are our Bandavas only.
Related.
Relatives. Everyone, we are related to even one little ant and to the blue whale and in between every one of us.
Have I told you this story?
Yeah.
We are all interconnected. There was, I don't know whether you people have seen Sesame Street. That's a cartoon for children. In that, there will be a big white bird. That's called a dodo bird. It was a big bird. It used to move with the humans very, very friendlily. But what the humans did, they ate up all the dodos and it became extinct. With that, one particular plant, one particular, that seed has to be, has to come through dodo bird to grow. That is a protein for that seed. So it was lost. That the tree also was lost. Did you know the great banyan tree has the smallest seed?
I know.
If you want to grow a banyan tree, you cannot grow it by picking up the seed and, depositing in the soil. It has to be given out by a crow. Because crow's shit has the protein which will, make it grow. So it is all interconnected like this. If the plants are not there, you don't have any oxygen in the supply. If there are no bees, honey bees, they won't come and, what is that called? They do that. That's why pollination. That is why they bloom, and then they have we have the fruits.
Yes.
So because the honeybees are reducing,
it is said that if the honeybees are eliminated from the world, soon we will be, all of us are extinct species.
Yes. Butterflies and honeybees are very important. But what we do, we catch hold of butterflies, we kill honeybees, and we don't know the repercussion. We think, I don't need a mother and father. I'm old enough. I can take care of myself. You know what? I really don't need them. That is the attitude nowadays. I have one husband, I am one wife and one child.
Yeah.
We don't want any of these baggages, Rahu Ketus, we don't want. That is the attitude. These are all mother and father are Rahu Ketus.
We don't want physical parents, and neither we want the divine parents. Yes.
Really, they are not doing much. It's all my hard work and my, intelligence that I am surviving. That is the attitude with which we are coming. We don't know how much more we are dependent on those. Okay, how would you have grown up all those years?
That is the very basic argument, but still deeper argument is, where did even my parents come from? You have to do reverse engineering to find out from where everyone came from. And this is the answer. Mahad yoni and, mahad pitā. Shweta, welcome to class. You want to say something about this shloka?
I'm just reading it right now. Sorry, Purnimaji.
sarva-yoniṣhu kaunteya mūrtayaḥ sambhavanti tāsāṁ brahma mahad yonihi ahaṁ bīja-pradaḥ pitā. There is only one father, which is Brahma, Krishna in this context. And then there is only Prakriti. There is only one material, one entire Prakriti is the womb of creation. And then the seed-giving father is Krishna, ahaṁ, he is saying. Anyone else want to share any insight into this shloka? What you feel? The implications of the shloka. Nenila. Jai Shri, Shweta Warrior, Suma, Heli, Sneha, Indra, everyone.
I was going to say the same thing that you said. We have no ownership about, being giving offsprings. So we have to always remember that we are just instruments. Ultimately, he is the one.
We are only custodians. That's what Prabhuji keeps saying. So there used to be a question by all young mothers. How do I look after my child? Look after as if it is God's child and you are a custodian. How will you look after as a custodian? You'll be very, very careful because I have to return it. I'm accountable. I'm answerable to the original parents. So you are very careful.
It makes it more, in fact, the responsibility is more.
It's more.
I feel.
Because if I think I'm the parent, the buck stops with me.
Correct.
Doesn't?
That's right.
No,
for that matter, our own physical body also. I mean, the mind also, everything. All the shariras.
That is the point. Everything. I myself with this PMI, I am answerable to the big boss.
Right.
What am I doing with it? And very clear.
Prabhuji says, one daddy, one mother, they contribute, each of them contribute one cell. All the rest is made out of
This
that
original Prakriti.
And even that seed which is given by the father is energized by that Krishna.
Yeah.
It is enlivened by Krishna. Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is also, Prakriti is the one which is really growing up that baby.
Yeah,
The mother is just naam ke vaste.
Vessel to carry the life.
Yes.
Mother is the vessel, womb.
Yeah. Purnima, sorry, you called on me earlier. I just joined the class. I was just reading what was on the on your thing. So this is what I think based on what I've heard so far, right? Bottom line, irrespective of whether it's giving birth to a child or us being here, bottom line, you're nobody. There's a controller. You're just a puppet. Do your job. Do really well. Follow the Dharma life and get out of this vessel. I think that is all is the gist. I think Krishna said it in so many ways. Sometimes I was wondering, why is he repeating so many times to us?
Because
Like Bhagavad Gita. But I also, well, I used to be somebody who has very less patience in general, right? Like I want everything done quick like that. But I think going through this, the way different ways he says it, even after this, I still try to control my life. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's become my. I have to get rid of that part.
No, wait.
So
Don't wait, Shweta. I have to correct. I mean, I have to.
Tell me. It's okay.
It is not about controlling life. You are trying to make the best of the situation which has been given to you in the way that you feel is right, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't mean that you simply have to let go and things have happened to you. The attitude should be internal. That Krishna is doing everything, the attitude has to be internal.
Yes.
Whereas
ನಾನೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಗ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಹಿಂಗಿರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. I just want stuff done quickly and move on, right? I feel like, if let's say I manage a project, I want seamless project, like A to Z. I want to do ABCD, I want to document, do everything, get done. Any job is given. I want to do a good job and I want to move on, right? That's how I used to think. But there's a doer who's telling me to do a good job. And Krishna repeating so many times saying, hey, earthly thing or earthly human body, person, soul, I know you're a human body, but still at the end of the day, I'm your sutradhara. Do a right thing, walk on the righteous way, do the path of dharma. This is all I'm teaching you. Learn this well, be in this path, and be done with it. That's all you can do, is how I think, Purnimaji, now. So
hold on to that thought. We'll come more about that later. Yes, who wants to add?
Shweta, you are forgetting one important thing.
Tell me.
Everyone in this world has come with their own vasana package.
That is correct. That is
correct. Vibhaga. We'll talk about the gunas right now. Yes. Guna irattallappa ellardunu.
Amma. That is the reason you act as you act because of your basic
vasana.
I can't say, oh no, this apple both pika. Look at the orange. It is so tangy and tasty. That is apple guna. This is orange guna. You ask this Nirmala to shut up. She can't.
We don't want Nirmala to shut up.
Yeah,
please.
we don't want Nirmala to shut up. Okay. Yeah. So, that's a good point Shweta brought out here. Unless anybody else wants to add to this. So it's all about the Gunatrayas which make us act the way we do.
If ever we follow this rule of Krishna, there will be attachment at the same time detachment. That way we can live our life more peacefully without unnecessary tensing ourselves too much about the happenings.
Yeah.
We know it will happen as it has to happen.
But still we do our best.
You do our best. Karmanyavadikaraste Ma phaleshu kadachana, ma karma phalaheturbuhu, ma te sango stokarmani.
Don't be attached to non-doing also. Do everything the way you feel is best and leave it, and just keep quiet after your work is done. That is the message. So the problem is...
do your best and leave the rest to God.
Yeah. If you don't believe in God, leave the rest to destiny. Or let it unfold as it will. Alva. So all the bondage that we have, like just Shweta just said, I used to be like this, I am now like this. That I is the small I you are talking about. Alva.
Again, I came there. You're right.
I is always there.
Sorry.
And that's also a bondage. I mean, that is our nature. That's also a bondage. And that's also that thinking that I am the small I is also a bondage. Thinking that I am matter is a bondage. So, of course, we cannot change our language, the way we talk, this body, mind, or this Shweta. We can't. There actually was a saint who used to talk about himself as Rama. He also referred to himself as Rama. His name was Ramatirtha. But we can't, we are not there yet. And if we really mean it internally, it's great. So Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, quickly we will see. This whole chapter is about Sattva, Rajas, Tamas and how they bind. And only then 3 shlokas have been selected. So in between 4 and 26, there are few points which we'll cover. We can cover very quickly. So how does Sattva bind us? Anyone? It is all very simple psychology here. How does Sattva bind me?
I want to do good to others.
How do?
And so what I do, I go out of the way to help them out and all. And what I do, so I'm not doing my japa, I'm not doing my, my sadhana, I get distracted. If I get distracted like this, my sadhana is interrupted.
And we are dependent on the sadhana for happiness.
For attaining peace.
Yes. So that is a good vasana only.
But
it is still binding. But at this
see
level,
how it is waylaying me. I'm unnecessarily going out of the way. And with that will come, oh no, I did for them and it did not come out properly. Oh, I did it with good intention. And oh no, it got, it in fact hurt that person. I'll tell you a beautiful story.
Yes.
One Kunti story. One boy was just sitting and watching the river bank. There was one a butterfly coming out of the pupa. With great difficulty, 2 wings came out. With great difficulty, it came out. And this boy said, oh no, this pupa is finding it so difficult to come out. Let me help. So he put a little blade like that and cut that. And that thing, the wing, just came out. It came out. With the struggle only, the wings unfurl. If there is no struggle, it will come out. So it had 2 good wings and 2 bad wings, down wings. So it was not able to fly. So it was tati going like that. From there came one chameleon. His intention was good only.
Intention was good. Sattvic intention.
But what happened? So everybody has to be left to their own fate. God has his ways of teaching everybody lessons. And who am I to come in between and say, oh no, why are you getting this thing hurt? I will save you. That's not intention, mind you.
Sattvic ego. Correct. Nice story.
But it is not helping that sadhaka. Everyone is a sadhaka in this world. They are all going to Rome. But they are taking their own roads.
Yes. Good. Nice story. So sattvic ego binds with the impulse to do good and always be in a good mood, good, happy. I should feel happy. I should always be this. So many ideas about, what is happiness is there in a sattvic ego. What is good, what is dharma, all that is, which is good. See, everyone has to rise from tamas to rajas to sattva. There is no doubt about it. We cannot bypass. But here in this Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, we should be very clear what each stage does to us. So what does Rajas does? What does Rajas do? Rajas arises from what? What is the cause of Rajas? Yeah, okay. Why are we Rajasic?
Desire.
Desire to do something, achieve something, worldly desires, worldly affections, they all bind us through attachment, and through attachment to result, basically. That is the ordinary Rajasic behavior. And what is tamas? What is tamas?
And for attaining that result, what I will do? I will go to any extent. I'll do even cheatings.
I will do anything. Yena kena prakarena prasiddha purusho bhava. Do anything and become famous.
But I have to reach the goal.
I have to reach the goal.
If it is a sattvic person, will not do any contraband activity and get the result. He
On
will
the
do
path of dharma.
on the path of. But this Rajasic fellow is there, no. He will go to any extent. Beg, borrow or steal.
Correct. And then tamas, of course, is born of total ignorance. So what does tamas do to us?
Laziness.
Laziness. Basically laziness and a taste for things which are tamasic in nature, maybe meat.
Inertia, creates inertia, right?
Inertia.
And procrastination,
unable to take decisions. Correct.
They will do everything wrongly. They will give dana to the wrong person at the wrong time.
Correct.
They will do puja, but they will not give any dakshina to the Brahmins.
Very nice.
They will do everything the wrong way.
Papa.
Because they don't have that clarity of thinking. Everything they do, even if they do good, it is done in the wrong way. Finished.
The wrong day and in the wrong intention. See, in the dana also, there are 3 types of dana: sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Dana also, while giving. So, sattvic dana is, of course, just giving out of sheer love. I want to give, I want to help. That is sattvic dana without expecting anything.
To the right person at the right time,
not the
at the right quantity is sattvic.
Sattvic dana. Rajasic is what? I
give somebody so that I will get this.
Haudu. It is given with the purpose of receiving something back. That is
I'm putting a small fish to get a bigger fish.
That's how in daily life also we kind of practice such things. We will do a good turn to a neighbor in the hope that someday I can exploit that, which is not bad. Just we should be aware of these kind of things. It is fine. Life is give and take. Always a mixture of tamasic. What is tamasic dana? I give because I don't want it. Most of us do that tamasic dana. Leftovers we give to someone who needs. Our old clothes we give to somebody who needs, which is fine because they are needy and they are going to be helped by the dana. But on our part, it is a tamasic dana. I am giving because I don't need it. Yes, Kamala? Tell me, Kamala, Sneha. Yes, speak up.
Yeah, so why we are telling that you need to give it to the right person, right time and all, because we do not filter it, right? Why we have to filter?
Why, Andre? Our Puranas are full of stories of how Brahmaji gives tatastu to everyone. Or Shiva will say, Bholenath will say tatastu. What will that Rakshasa go and do? He will use that powers to destroy. Ilva?
People, you know, Bhasmasura story, please.
Bhasmasura story, Kamala. Isn't it?
I know. But see, from the stories, we know that he is an asura and he is going to destroy. But when people come and ask and we give, we do not know how these people are.
Correct.
So how can we do the filtration?
Yeah. If you know specifically that this fellow is a useless fellow and he is going to exploit this, don't give. That much we can do, Kamala. With a good intention, we will do. Suppose it's a stranger or some unknown. Even when we are giving donations to organizations, we will give. But later we come to know, oh, this is some terrorist organization. Suppose you know beforehand, we will not give, no.
Right. So in that way we can avoid, we can give it to known.
Yes, Kamala, tell.
So in that way we can avoid those things and give to the known circle.
Just make a little research and see. Some people come and con you also. 100 times it has happened to me on the roads. I have come from Bombay. They will speak in broken Hindi. And they speak in Marathi and say, I don't have even, bus. I don't have bus fare. I want to go home. I have given money to such people. And then I felt stupid. Arey bapre, she was just cheating me, She was milking my...
Do you know, these are all small things. The big thing I want to tell you, Sonia Gandhi has swindled all the money from the Prime Minister's fund.
Ayo Deva. That's what. See, we also feel bad that somebody has exploited my goodness. That's not a happy feeling, no? And it's wrong also. Adikke helodu, apatrarike dana madabedi, only because it might be misused. That is why absolute power corrupts absolutely. When we are giving power to people also, we should know who is the right person to take the power. Yes, Neha. Helama.
But the big question is, every time you cannot do research. I mean, you may do some research, you may still be conned.
Yes.
Right? So, how much would you think in those lines? And ultimately, you will not feel like contributing. You will not feel like donating to any organization, right? And there's this other thing. When we do these rituals, Brahmins donate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. So there is this big cynicism these days against it. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, they receive lot of things, they are ಅಪಾತ್ರ ದಾನ ಅದು ಅಂತ. But my sister gave a certain perspective about it. She said, what she says is, ನಾವು ನಮ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು, yes, it's not in our hands. What they do with whatever we are giving is not in our hands.
Yes.
But giving is in our hands.
Yes. Correct.
So we have to just pray, ashte. That,
we have to pray.
Yeah.
And carry on.
Ashte. That's all I wanted to say.
And we have voluntarily invited them home. See, don't forget that. We have invited them home to do certain karyas for us. Then it's our job to compensate them, alva. So how are we to decide that, this fellow has taken so much money from this? That's his job. And knowing fully well, he's a pandita, he's a purohit, he goes to 100 houses, he gets all sorts of things. Still we have invited. For whatever reason, maybe he does a good job.
So we have to, when we are doing our karma, we have to do it with the right bhava, I feel.
That's all is there in.
Again, surrender to God. Do it for
surrender.
Him. Yajna bhava.
Leave it. Leave it. Give it and leave it in yajna bhava.
Sorry, go ahead, Sneha.
No, I'm done. Please go ahead.
No, somebody else was talking, so I just didn't want to interrupt.
Shweta, ಹೇಳು.
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾಜಿ. Close my door. Sorry, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬಂದ್ರು ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾಜಿ. So what I was thinking was, you said you got conned by somebody, right? Like, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು they speak in broken Hindi. That's what the example you gave.
Correct.
But at the same time, Purnimaji, but nim bhava italva, you had that bhava from a sattvic thing, not because you would quarter nangi no martale. It was not from tamasic place or from rajasic place. So
Correct.
even though she manipulated you, she had like a rajasic point of view, but you bhava to extract money from you, but your bhava was still sattvic. I think as long as we stay in that degree of
No, Shweta, here is what it's about how she will continue to do that. That's adharma, no? Cheating other person is
that's
adharma.
her business, no,
But
Purnima
we
ji.
are strengthening that, no? We are perpetuating it in her. Once she gets to know that, no, this trickery will not help, let me go out and do some honest day's job and get my living, she will stop doing that, alva. That is why you should not see many these days we hear many beggars don't give money anta, because
Have any of you seen that advertisement? It's a beautiful advertisement. One man is blind, and no, one man is poor and he's begging. You know what? Another person who wants to give him gives him a bunch of flowers. So that man sells, starts selling flowers, and he starts making money. He gets the taste. Then slowly he has a flower shop.
That's the idea.
So that you make him do things in such a way that
empower the person. You have to empower that person to be self-reliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they say, teach a person to fish, don't give them a fish. So they'll give fish.
Teach a person to fish, don't give him fish. Even if you give fish, this has also happened. We see beggars outside restaurants or whatever, and they ask for money. He said, no, come, I'll give you one plate of idli. They said, oh, and give me money. Why? So we should be wary of such things. Little things.
Don't make yummy fish dish for your child. Teach him how to fish himself with a hook. He has to learn to catch the fish. Then he is independent.
Yeah. Right. So that was very interesting. See, what we discussed now were the extreme sattva, extreme rajas, extreme tamas, of which the best examples like Prabhuji gives are extreme sattva Vibhishana, extreme rajas Ravana, extreme tamas Kumbhakarna. But that's not all. Everything is not black and white. In all of us, all the three gunas are there, and they are necessary also. Alva. Even during a day, like someone pointed out last time, the day also has sattva, rajas, tamas. Prakriti, it's inbuilt. And we are nothing but made of Prakriti. Yes.
We need tamas. At night, you have to go to sleep. You cannot be rajasic and keep awake and say, oh no, I'm sleepless. I was not able to sleep yesterday night. So morning, I'm not able to work. No.
Yeah.
That time, that thing has to be done.
Yes. So everything has its place and everything has a degree. It's the degree that varies in each of us that gives us that personality. Ashte. So sattva, when sattva is dominating in me, yes.
3 to 6, Brahma Muhurta time, you do godly activity. After that, 6 onwards, you are on your feet doing rajasic work. Then around 1:32, you have a little nap.
Siesta.
Siesta. After that, you wake up again rajasic.
It is a rhythm. It's a rhythm of life.
Circadian rhythm is applicable for even
animals, birds. They all follow it so beautifully. Yeah, this is about the physical, and the mental rajas, tamas, sattva is also there all the time operating in us. That's what is happening. So the base.
Can anybody be beyond all these gunas?
Yes, who can be? The Gnani.
Gnani. That is why you have to get out of your golden handcuff, silver handcuff, and the iron handcuff.
We will come to the Gnani just a bit. Yes, Neha?
Sorry, I'm still hanging around in the dana thing. Another point I wanted to say was, nam hindinavar ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ, Annadana is the Paramadana. So,
Okay. Head.
So the hungry person, ಊಟದ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ, when a person comes home during the meal time, either lunch or dinner, that is supposed to be the Paramadana when you serve him lunch or dinner.
Correct. Our time.
Why? Why?
Why?
Because he's satisfied. I mean, he really needs. He or she really needs
extra rice after he's full. He'll say, "Oh, enough, enough."
Correct.
Yes.
I can't eat anymore.
Correct.
But you give one pattu podave, you say, cheap pattu podave, Devi, and give a better pattu podave. No. Anything else, gold, bigger piece. I can't even see with my eyes. Little bigger piece they can give. No, like that. There is all the time, expectation. But with the food you shout
enough. Correct. Very beautiful.
You cannot carry it in a tiffin box also.
And even during we have
nobody gives you extra stomach.
Extra stomach. Only cow has got it, because cow will store and which we can't do also. So during functions at home, we have some events, we will make sure the food is good, because everyone remember the food basically, and they'll talk about it forever. Oh, ಊಟ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
Or they will also waste and go. They will also waste and go and call you names, say food was not at all nice.
That we should all, as the satsangis, we should always remember annam na nindyat, and always bless the person who has fed. Annadata sukhi bhava. That should be our motto. Whatever it is, wherever it is, we should not curse the food, Papa. Okay. And then I wanted to make one more point about this.
I was very particular that with my children. I said, if ever Annalakshmi decides not to give you food, imagine. So you get angry with your mommy, it's okay. But don't get angry with food. Eat your food and go away.
Correct.
That's very important lesson children have to learn.
Very correct. Very correct.
Serve yourself how much you want. Don't waste food.
Very nice. And I wanted to add to that, Sneha, what she said about Annadana, which is of course the Paramadana, but still a Subhashita says, Vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. So ultimately, if it's in your tere bas mein hai, to give Vidya. Anybody in your house help, they need help with their child going to school? Yes. That is the same thing as the teach the man to fish, don't give him fish. You give fish also because they need it, and then teach fishing also.
If you give that Vidyadana, his life is metamorphosized.
For one meal, okay, you give, which is fine. Like Sneha said, Sneha Ajji said, Manek Bandur Guta Kodu. Correct. Yes, Shweta, whatever.
As you were telling, knowledge is the best, dana. Yesterday I was telling one story to someone. So in that, it was about Saint Ramatirtha. So he was learning when he was very young. He used to learn from a Mauli. The Mauli used to come to his home and he used to, teach this young boy, Ramatirtha. So the days pass on and he grew up. So now his father decided that, he has to be sent to ashrama to study further. So then the father, as a Guru Dakshana, we should give something. Then this guy told, I'll give him money and all. But this Ram Tirtha, as a young boy, he said his father, see, he has given me a knowledge. Knowledge is the biggest, dana he has done for me. Let us give him a cow which gives more milk in our home. That's what, I just recalled that story.
You can't complete it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it was a story. It was a short story. So we bought a book, of saints. They'll have short stories about them.
Vivekananda was lecturing in Sri Lanka, and Ramatirtha went and attended that lecture. The first sentence which Vivekananda said, very less time is there, and if we have to do sadhana, we should start immediately. We never know we will be alive next moment or not. And you know what happened? Ramatirtha left from the lecture hall.
Okay.
And then he realized himself.
Abba. See, that is called a dry twig. Immediately it catches fire.
That one sentence.
One sentence was done. Did it. Wow. So
He didn't sit to hear the full lecture.
wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, they have done a lot of sadhana in their previous births is all we can say. Otherwise, we are
अरे
going
यार
on.
वो सब योग भ्रष्ट है. Last step आए हैं, खत्म करके चले गए.
Okay. And we are all doing, we are all on the path. So we are also good. So where were we? Where to pick up now?
We have booked the ticket to Calcutta. We have booked the bus. It will take some time to reach Calcutta.
We are in Shloka 14.26, I think. 14.4 is where we were. And
is where we were. And in between 4 and 26, we were discussing the gunas. And in between, there is about the gnani also. What happens to gnani? Does he have gunas or no gunas? Tell me. Now let us discuss about the gnani.
He's conquered the gunas.
Huh?
Gnani has conquered the gunas.
Really?
He has the gunas.
He's aware of his the manifestations of the gunas.
Conquer andre, I will never get angry anta agata.
Conquer andre, he knows this is what the gunas make me do. So I need to again center myself and be in this center space.
No, see, the gnani is already centered.
Okay.
He is already centered. Do the gunas play in his life?
I think he did, right? So many saints, so many this big rishis and all would go to Vishnu Loka, this Loka, and put shapa, get angry and come. So I don't know. Maybe they don't have control of it.
They appear to get angry. They also feel hungry, Papa. They also feel tamasic. They also sleep. Everything, the Prakriti will not change her nature.
They have functional rajas.
Functional rajas, tamas, everything is there. Correct. Correct, Nirmala.
Loka Kalyana.
For Loka Kalyana. And also, inevitably also, it plays out in their lives. For example, even in a Gnani, there are four categories. Brahmavid, Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Varishta, and Varenya Varishta. Oh, no, Varenya and Varishta. Oita. Stages of a Gnani. Based on what? Not based on the Gnana. It is based on their activity. Some of them, some Gnanis like our Prabhuji, they are very, very Rajasic in the sense they teach. Haglu Ratri, they will teach. The main purpose of their incarnation is to spread the Gnana. Very, very vocal. And very, very, that outreach is so much. That Loka Kalyana, this thing is so much, very predominant in the Brahma Vid category. And then Brahma Vara is the next type, who's a Gnani, who is not so much into, that activity is not to that extent. Only those who come to him, he will teach, she will teach. Brahma Vara. Then Brahma Varenya, little less Rajasic and more on the quieter side. Maybe Ramana Maharshi, who was just mostly in silence. And people will go and he will teach, something like that. Then Brahma, Varishta, Varenya. Which is the last one? Yeah, Varishta, Varenya, I'm getting confused.
Varishta, superlative.
Superlative. Varishta is the one who is just a Mauni.
That is Hanuman.
Hanuman. Acha. Okay. He never taught.
Varishta is Hanuman. Because he doesn't get himself involved in anything. Have you ever heard Hanuman taught, Hanuman did? No, he went into silence, he went into meditation, he was in meditation. So many things happened, he doesn't know because he was meditating.
So, in this manner also, the guna or the prarabdha of the jnanis will come into play. So, the guna, the
The
jnani,
vasana package of the jnani will come into play because according to the vasana, he will be either teaching or will be silent or will be
meditating.
active.
Yeah, correct. But whatever the jnani does, he is doing loka kalyana only. It is said that in the case of the Himalayas, many jnanis, sages are meditating, which is why there is some balance maintained in the world, in the Jagat. Chidambara Rahasya, do you know Chidambara? That Shiva is dancing, Nataraja is dancing. As long as he's dancing, the earth will be tilted at the 23 degrees. When he stops dancing, pralaya, danang. So, all the sattvic activities that we are all doing, including our little Alil Seve of studying the Gita, goes into maintaining the order, Dharma of the universe. And so about this Jnani, what all I wanted to say.
Yes.
Does the Jnani get sick? Yes, of course. That is another complaint these bhaktas have. If he is a Jnani, why doesn't he cure himself? Why does the body become, afflicted with all these? Why didn't Ramakrishna cure himself? Why didn't Ramana Maharshi cure himself?
They prefer to work out their karma and close the khata.
Close the khata.
They want to close the book.
Also, also they
their,
feel it is to the body, no. The mentally they are not affected by it.
They don't identify with it.
They don't identify with it. They don't suffer. There is pain, but there is no suffering. Yes, Neha.
One of the recent examples is the way Sadhguru, he dealt with his, some problem in the brain, right? He underwent a surgery, and
Sadhguru
before that, he had a splitting headache that lasted for 2-3 weeks. And in spite of that, he attended the India Today Summit, and all his other activities were just normal. It wouldn't, nobody would even know that he is suffering something like this. And then he went into surgery and recovered dramatically, right? It was surprising to the doctors. And also how he bore with the splitting headache before the surgery.
That's also a siddhi, Sneha. They have physical powers also to deal with such things. Not everyone. He has, I guess.
I see.
Siddhi devrge ansate. Alva. So, yeah, the Jnani also suffers. Problems come to Jnani. The Jnani also gets cheated.
Many times, the Sadhguru will save his devotee from the pain. He will take it upon himself. The devotee will suffer for years together, but the Sadhguru will take it and he'll work it out in 24 hours.
On his behalf. Also,
on his behalf, and you looking at other devotees will think, oh no, what is this Sadhguru? What is he? Why is he suffering? But he has taken it on himself to save his devotee.
Look at the compassion, the karuna.
Yeah.
Absolute compassion. That's why, so the prarabdha affects Jnani also. There is a song, no? कुछ रीत जगत की ऐसी है, हर एक सुबह की शाम हुई. तू कौन है तेरा नाम है क्या, सीता भी यहाँ बदनाम हुई. You remember that song? तू कौन है तेरा नाम है क्या, सीता भी यहाँ बदनाम. See, if Sita Mata can get badnaam, what are we? Everything will play out on the screen. Everything is going to play out. So, this is a warning. Just because I'm on the spiritual path, don't think all my material problems will vanish. On the contrary, they might thoda increase also, so that, you work it out fast. Because you're a mumukshu, you're on the path of moksha, you need to clear the prarabdha. So don't be surprised if, thoda you get a little more kicks and knocks from life also.
No, it will come on a faster track. You're on a faster track.
You're on the fast track. So that's a
And,
warning.
and the boulders will be bigger.
Boulders will be bigger, but we have the internal fortitude and the strength to overcome it. I mean,
Not only internal fortitude, the grace of the Guru is going to protect you from many problems.
See, the Guru can protect in many ways. Either you use your prarabdha, or that everything might happen. Whatever is in your plate will come to you. Either it will go away.
Did you know? Did you know that you can work out your prarabdha when you have a bad dream too?
Yes. Bad dreams also work out the prarabdha. I think we discussed it in this class, or I don't know, some class. In the dream also, the prarabdha will work itself. That's why we have nightmares. Don't scold the nightmares, because they are taking away little of your fear, your prarabdha. It's all getting worked out. Yes, I think in the ABSC class we discussed this. So that's about Prakriti. There's a lot more, of course, but we had a nice discussion for today. And how the Gnani deals with all the gunas. A little more of it, and then we'll come to the last two shlokas in the next class and finish.
I have two little stories I have to tell you.
2 minutes.
Just two little stories.
Yes,
one,
yes.
Everyone put boulders, everything they put, and built that bridge to Sri Lanka. And one squirrel was looking. It wetted itself in the ocean, and then it went to the sand and nicely rolled over, and he went to the other side and did like this and threw all the sand. It was doing like this. Rama saw this and said, wow, so sweet. He took that up and he just did like this. All the squirrels have 3 lines because of Rama. Doing that for one squirrel. Number 1. Number 2, Rama was about to go to take a bath in the Sarayu river. He puts his bow like this on the mud, and he goes. When he comes back, he takes out his bow. He sees, ouch, a frog has been there and he has nicely smashed it. And it is suffering. And Rama said, why couldn't you have made some noise? I would have, abstained myself from putting it so hard on you. Frog says, I know to say only Rama, Rama. So you yourself did it. Then what could I say?
That's a very beautiful story. Even the problems has come from God, correct?
So what could I do? Whom could I call other than you? I don't know anybody else.
Very beautiful. Nice. So even during the worst trouble, we call upon God, and we know it is from God, and God will only save ultimately. Yes, very beautiful. Nice. Let's meet next week and finish, not finish, go through the rest of the chapter. So, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Sokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.